hate someone and it's a junior only, it's a few batch, and I hate that person a lot. And it's a secret because everyone knows that I don't hate anyone because I believe
Girl
that
or a boy?
it's a boy.
Nobody can instill something in you and unless you want it to be instilled in yourself. I was better, but why not me? Why her?
I am going to say something that's going to be controversial, but it's not.
Hey guys, I am Gargi Priyadarshini Das. Welcome to the Astrix show. And today we have Debolin Baral in the house. And today we'll be discussing about her career in modeling, what she likes, and the fun things we did in school, and some bitching as well. So stay tuned. First, I'll be asking you some random questions to know about you and your life. फिर उसके बाद like most of the audience they want to know कि आप कैसे इस इंडस्ट्री में घुसे, then क्या एजेंसी के लिए आप सब क्या सब आपके लाइफ में चल रहा है then, okay? So first question about your wardrobe color wear. What's your favorite dress color? Normally which you prefer?
It's lavender. Mostly purple family is my favorite.
Cool.
That's a
BTS
reason. Yeah, exactly. That's a reason they introduced me to the purple theory. Then I actually started liking the color.
Oh, okay, cool. So, have you ever cut your own hair?
No,
Most
actually,
of the
that's
girls do that.
kind of a stunt, and I'm too scared to do that.
So, growing up, आपकी लाइफ में फैशन का इम्पोर्टेंस क्या रहा है?
फैशन का इम्पोर्टेंस बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट था एक्चुअली, क्योंकि मम्मा नानी सबको देखा है मैंने, संबलपुरी साड़ीज़ वगैरह, तो मोस्टली ट्रेडिशनल फैशन कैरीज अ लॉट ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस, हैंडलूम्स वगैरह. सो दैट वाज द ट्रेडिशनल थिंग दैट कैरीज द इम्पोर्टेंस. बट देन वेस्टर्न भी मेरे लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि आई वॉज अ टॉम बॉयज काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन. जीन्स टी शर्ट वॉज all the time I used to do that. But then when I started seeing my mom wear saris and all, I started, okay, there's something else than jeans and t-shirt. Then I started wearing everything, and then yeah, that's how I got into fashion. There's no specific story, but everything in my surrounding mostly contributes to what I know about fashion right now.
Okay. So just now you said that you are a BTS army. Of course, we want to add. So how do you follow the concept of love yourself? Because growing up, we girls have a lot of insecurities. Let it be about skin color or skin texture, hair, height, anything.
Everything.
So how did you conquer that fear?
I think I also used to hate myself at some point in my life because everything, as you said, we are judged on everything we do. If we wear short clothes, then we are judged. If we wear long, then also we are judged. So, staying in a surrounding where I was judged for everything I did, I used to hate myself at some point. Then it used to come out in an aggressive way that I used to be very angry on every small thing that used to go wrong. But then when I discovered BTS, of course, I started listening to the music, then I felt a kind of peace with myself. It's not that they helped me love myself, but they helped me get into peace with myself. I was at peace that okay, I it's not wrong to have a dark skin color or a fair skin color, or this dress doesn't fit me, it doesn't have to be me always. Maybe I should have bought a bigger size. So when I started listening to myself, I started loving myself, and I have told myself that no matter what I do, people are going to say negative in any way possible. It's never going to be positive for them because it's my own growth, it's not their growth. So they're going to judge. So why do I hate myself for that? So that was my own understanding. BTS's music was something that helped me instill those values in me. But it was actually me that helped me love myself.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So currently, who is your style icon? I just love the way you dress. Always.
So style icon, I follow a lot of celebrities. It's not a single person. As I said, my surroundings contribute to most of it. So when I follow magazines and all of that stuff, and if I have to choose someone, then it's Kim Tae-young. He's my bias, so he's and it's actually his style of
Same.
fashion. It's his style of fashion. He likes blazers and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
So yeah, he's my fashion icon.
Okay, so favorite childhood memory.
Favorite childhood memory. It's actually, I have to think. So it's a bit twisted that everybody used to visit their grandma's house in summer vacations, but my grandma used to stay with me in the neighborhood only.
Okay.
My maternal grandmother. So I used to visit her all the time after school, before school. So once I heard in summer vacations, my friends said that we are going to our grandfather's house this summer. So I was like, let's go to our grandpa's house this summer. My mom was like, you stay in your grandpa's house. Where will you go? Should I purchase a new grandfather to visit?
Okay, that was the good one. So, like, let's go for a rapid fire.
Sure.
Okay. Time you wish that would never come back.
There was a time when I had to fight for everything I have to do. I mean, doing fashion and getting into this industry was strictly prohibited for me. I don't want that time to come back. It was really hard to convince everyone that I can manage my studies and doing this together. And that time was really difficult. I used to cry almost every day, so I don't want that time to
So,
come back.
was it because of that typical Indian mentality that you shouldn't wear short clothes?
No, it's not that. It's actually the insecurities that industry has a dark side.
Okay, yeah, right.
And
Right,
my
right.
parents, into everyone was really worried that if I can manage there, because it's a dark industry.
Of course.
It's glamorous, but it's dark. So yeah, that's the time I don't want to come back.
So, a best piece of advice
A best piece of advice
for those who are like thinking to opt for this industry.
is just convince your parents, because their support is really necessary. You will be alone in that industry, and it's so dark that at one point of time you'll be addicted to bad things, and you'll also think of ending your life. So it's a really challenging part when it comes to getting into that industry. So your parent support is really necessary, unless you are if you're a minor, it's really important. But if you're not a minor, but you're not financially independent, then you have to wait until you're financially independent, because it's really necessary to manage your own finances when you are into this industry, because a lot of people dream into getting into this. So it's not necessary that you'll get work every time you want. You will have times when you have to sit at home and wait for calls. So I think you have to be financially independent, or you must have your parents' support. So it's either or. So you have to look for
does that mean if your parents are like strictly against it?
against
and
it, then you
deny-
have to wait till you're financially independent. I mean, you have to have a job. This has to be a part-time thing. And until unless you settle down in that industry, you have a name, it's okay. But if you're just starting off, you need to have financial stability first, because it's really difficult to survive there without any finances.
Okay. So, like, recently, are you like auditioning for any modeling agency or stuff?
I haven't auditioned any in person, but I have applied online, and they receive thousands of applications every day, and I am also a newbie, so it's not necessary that I'll get selected. But in the industry I'm in right now, I have auditioned for movies and serials also, but I am not so much into acting, so I just go for the auditions because these are opportunities. Maybe I like one and I'll do it. But whenever an audition comes in your way, you can go for it, but it's not necessary to take up the project immediately. You can just go for something else, but you can take the auditions as your experience. So I am auditioning for agencies, but I'm not signing up with them, because right now I am not stable with my education. I am looking for universities to get into. Once I'm stable about that where I'll stay for my studies, then I can go for the agencies that are local to that area.
Okay. So, like, as we all know, you are the college queen winner. So, did that title help you for these stuffs like auditions?
Definitely, it helped me because I have a image right now. It has helped me. It has not helped me too, because everything is balanced into positive and a negative side. So the positive side was I'm known into for being in the industry, but there's the negative side too, because I am receiving backlash from some of my relatives that why are you doing this stuff, and then there's this thing that this will affect your studies, and you are a studious kid, why are you doing all of this stuff, and why are you ruining your study and all of that. Then that's the negative side, and then people expect you to get work immediately after you win a show. Okay, so people are like, why aren't you doing anything? I am like, let me explore. I have a lot of time, and then I have my studies to manage first, because I am a studious person, so it's always study first, everything else second. So I am and also it's true that I'm not getting any work right now, and the auditions I gave are actually taken up by other people, so I am waiting for opportunities. So then it helped me to gain an image, but right now I don't have work, and then I have that backlash that I'm facing from my relatives and all that. And then I also have developed social anxiety, because I am receiving a lot of DMs from people I don't know, so that has a negative impact on me, because I am an ambivert kind of a person. I'm very extrovert with the people I know, and I'm introvert with the people I don't know. So that's a kind of intimidating feeling, because they just go on with DMs, and that's really intimidating because I get scared often. So yeah.
So, like, being a model is a thing where socializing is a very important part of your life. So, how do you deal with the hate comments? Because
I receive a lot of hate, because I have seen the comments where they talk about my dance and talk about how I look, how those comments about my height and all that. But I don't let that get into my head, because I know I'm doing well, and as long as I know that I'm doing well, and my parents are also know that I'm doing well and they are proud of me, then I don't think that hate matters. Sometimes I do take the constructive criticism, because that's really necessary when you want to improve with your current performance. But the destructive part of it, I don't take it into my mind, because that's really harmful if you take it into your mind. Because when you're going to an industry where you'll receive criticism constantly, you have to differentiate between what is constructive and what is destructive, and you have to choose that, do you want to go ahead or not. Because a lot of famous celebrities receive it too, but they are not letting it get into their head, because they know that no matter what people say, they're going to do their work, and that's their work. So yeah, that's how I deal with it.
okay, that's cool. So, like, I think that everyone has some weaknesses and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, you must be having as well.
Yeah.
So, how are you like working on it and getting over it? Because a lot of girls, they know, they listen to motivations and stuffs ki yeah, we'll do that, the weakness is nothing, but they don't know how to apply it in their life.
Yeah.
So some words.
I know, right? You will watch a lot of motivational videos and all of that, but I'm going to say the same cliche right now. It's in you only. Nobody can instill something in you, and unless you want it to be instilled in yourself. Everybody is going to tell you stuff that you have to be motivated, you have to work, but it won't happen unless you want it to happen. The same happens with me. When I'm going through a bad phase, I get very lazy. That's the worst part. I get very lazy. I won't do my work properly. I would wait until the deadline is very close, and all of that stuff happens with me. It happens with everyone. So it's you. There will be times, and it's okay. But at that time, you don't have to force yourself to do that thing. Instead, take a break, watch something that you like, or do something that you like. That's really important. When you do that, you feel good. It's really necessary to feel good when you are going through a bad phase, because that's the only way you can fight or deal with that. So in that situation, I try doing things I like. Sometimes drinking coffee, some things as simple as drinking a cup of coffee can help you boost your energy. And
Yeah.
when you're completely over it, over the bad phase, then you can go on with your pending works. But I strictly, disagree with doing your work even if you're not feeling well, because the result or the outcome won't be as good as it would have been when you would have done it in a good mood. So yeah, that's my weakness, that I get very lazy and it's really difficult to get into work. But I don't let that affect me in a bad way. I let time go, I take rest, and I enjoy doing things that I do. Then I do the work I have to do. Yeah.
Right. So, guys, one thing I'd like to say that the college queen winner, Debolin Baral, and I are from same school. She's my senior. Yeah, you call it bragging or something. I don't care. But we used to play basketball together. So
Yeah.
there's a question I want to ask. It's like kind of out of the blue, but still, like, why did you quit basketball? Was it because you'll get tan or something?
No, absolutely not. It's actually an injury. I've had some minor injury. I had stress fracture in my legs, and I had mega audition of College Queen coming up.
Okay.
So if I had continued playing, then I would have injured myself more than I could have endured at that time, and I could have failed my audition. So I
Okay.
stopped playing so that I could go on with my preparation for mega audition. But after that, I stopped coming to school because I had to go for the audition and
Yeah.
then the other parts of the show, and then I had to study for my half yearly and all of that. And I wasn't at Bhubaneswar in my hostel at that time, so I couldn't join basketball. But there's not any reason like that I would get tan, because I don't care. We have skincare that can help us deal with those tan and all of that stuff. I'm not that kind of a person who really cares about getting tan and all of that. If I'm beautiful, I know that I am. Tan won't make me ugly. I know that.
Like, makes me ugly.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, so like, what's your career goal in like next 5 years? In College Queen, you said that you want to be a fashion entrepreneur. So, like, how do you exactly interpret that?
I have a plan, actually, a startup plan, but right now what I'm focusing on is getting into a college first, because that's really important.
Of course.
Right now, I am going for economics and finance. I'm looking for those courses, but I was initially planned for fashion management, but I couldn't get into the college because the deadline passed.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get into my dream university, that is University of Arts London.
Okay.
So when I get into that, I'll pursue fashion management, and after that, in 5 years, when I have completed my masters, then I'll go for having my own startup. But before that, if I am not financially stable enough to do that, then I'll continue with my modeling and all of that stuff, because in the other side, I am planning to go for national pageants, Miss India, the very next year once I turn 18. So once I have done that and doing my projects and all of that, but the main goal is being a fashion entrepreneur. But I need to have the insight of how fashion industry works. So I have to study, I have to get into that industry in some other way, so that I can see how it works from different perspectives, so that when I open up my brand, I am knowledgeous enough to handle it and make it survive. So yeah.
So, there's a really good thing about we commerce students. Okay, once again, she's my senior, and we both are from the commerce department.
Exactly.
So we have a really like good thing about ourselves that we can combine anything, let it be fashion, let it be food, anything
Exactly.
with business and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, what inspires you to keep going and exploring different things? And
What inspires me is that people see this as a pressure, but I actually take it as an inspiration. The pressure, that your parents are looking forward to what you do in the future, because they have invested in a lot for you. But then people take it as a pressure and in a negative way, that parents are forcing you to do something. But instead, my parents are forcing me to do what I want, and that's a kind of inspiration. then the backlash I faced from my relatives, it's a motivation. Actually, I don't take it in a negative way. So those are the things that I take as an inspiration, and I go ahead with working, because I know that at some point of life when I am successful, they'll regret saying that to me, that why were you doing this, or why were you pursuing, or anything, any negative comment that they have passed, because at the end of the day they're going to take my help. I know that, and at that moment I know my parents will be the proudest. So that keeps me going. That's the inspiration that keeps me going, that someday I'll make my parents proud of what I chose. They haven't forced me to do something. They have always supported with me with everything I want to do. So I know that that's the inspiration I have to take up, and that will only help me go forward.
I really wish that one day those relatives will just like try to snatch the camera and get the attention that this is how I'm related to Debolin, this is how I'm this, that.
They really need
I'm
to do
sure
that.
that day will come soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, like, have you ever like got rejected, or how do you handle rejections?
Yeah, I have got rejected. Um, there's a lot of ways I have got rejected. Maybe small, in very small things to big things. The recent one was went for an audition. That was a film audition actually, but it was a telefilm. So there was another contestant from College Queen only. She was also there, and when we were doing the audition, I had recited the dialogue very well. I did the whole pronunciation, everything was perfect, but she wasn't able to even remember the whole dialogue.
Okay.
But at the end, where after a day, I never got a call, and I randomly see the status of hers that she got selected, and I was absolutely surprised. Actually, I was not disappointed, because she was a good person too, and I was happy for her, but I was disappointed because at that moment the first thing that came into my mind was that,
I was
okay, I was better, but why not me, why her? But that was not out of jealousy, that was out of my self-esteem, that
course.
why couldn't I do that if I gave my best? That was the kind of thing that was on in my mind. But after 2 days I gave it a thought, that when you go into a restaurant, there are 5 kinds of dishes, but it's not necessary that you choose all 5. You will choose what you like.
Of course.
And it may not be the best, but it may be the average one, but you'll choose it because you like it. So it was on the director that he wanted someone like her for his movie. It might not be me that couldn't do her best, but it may be his choice for his movie. So that was what I was told. I was actually talking to someone who inspires me a lot. And then when he said that, I took it into my mind, and then I realized, okay, I may be the best, but he wanted something that he was suitable for his movie. And it has nothing to do with my capabilities. So that's how I face the rejections I get. I always take it as, I may be the best, but I might not be suitable for the thing. So maybe I got rejected, but maybe he or she is not the best, but she may be suitable for that. So she is doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And maybe
Then-
something.
In life also I've got rejected, but those rejections are, I always tell myself it helps me boost my self-esteem. I'm not bragging, but sometimes people miss out the best to choose something worse than that.
Definitely.
So when I got rejected for someone else, then I was like, okay, bro, you just want to have the normal good. You don't want the best. So choose her, him, everyone, in friendships, in everything. If you're going to be friends with her or not me, then it's not my loss. It's your loss actually, because you missed an amazing friend, an amazing companion. So that's how I reject with personal rejections, but in professional rejections, I don't take it into my mind. Yeah, that's how I
So
lost.
have you ever got to a situation like this? Like, you must be having a lot of friends who will be like, congratulations, they wouldn't come, but behind your back they're so jealous that how
my
a
God.
girl like her like
Almost 99% of the people I know are like that. 99. Even, your classmates, like my juniors, I know some of them, they're like that. And I am like, it doesn't even matter, because I was chosen because the judges thought that I was the best out of all the 12, so I deserve the title.
Definitely.
And you at this point have no rights to judge me, but it's hobby. Okay, it's a hobby. When people don't have nothing to do, they always pick out on other people because they can't do what other people do. So they'll just go ahead and make fun and judge you, because that's the whole point. How will they spend time? They have a lot of free time and they don't have anything to do. So I always think that let them judge, because after all they're talking about me, and it's the celebrities who are talked about. So if they're talking about me, then of course I'm successful and I'm famous. You, no matter how successful you are, if you want to know how successful, I mean, you want to calculate what kind of successful you are, very successful or moderately successful, you have to look at how many haters you have. The more number of haters you have, that much successful you are. It's not the positive, it's the negative that tells you how successful you are, because people will always pick on you, and when they pick on you, you know that you're doing your best.
Okay, so like, have you ever participated in stuff like school chorus group, school dance group, and got rejected
Yeah,
or left out?
always. Till 9th standard in my previous school, I was invisible. Teachers did not recognize me. Whenever there was annual functions and all of that stuff, I used to participate every year, and every year they used to sideline me with everything I did. I used to stand at the back, or I used to stand in the second row, third row. Only once or twice I got to stand in the front because I was short in height. And people used to say that she can't dance properly, why should we let her stand in the front, and all of that stuff. And then there were friends and seniors who were just teachers' pets, and they used to get the first spot because, teachers' pets.
I'm facing
So
it right now. Okay.
I'll tell you the solution. Then when in 10th I won the school pageant. It was for the very first time that everyone in the school recognized me. And during 10th we don't have any functions, and I quit school after that. I mean, it was over. But right now everyone, including people I don't know, whenever I visit the school for anything, they tell teachers, oh, college queen didi, oh, college. Then that's the where you know that okay, they, and their faces would be like, what, we had rejected her, we let her stand in the second last row, and what is she doing right now, did we miss it? Their expressions, their faces are really pleasing to look at, so I will tell you the same thing, they'll do it right now, but when you are in a position which they can't achieve, including the seniors and the teachers, the elders, everyone, they'll just know that okay, we made a mistake here, we couldn't actually locate the real talent. Those people don't even face, or they don't even talk to me, because they know that they'll be ashamed of what they have done, because I have faced it all my life. Till 9th I've always faced it. They always used to do that because I was invisible, I wasn't a teacher's pet, I was who I was. I won't do that, I won't butter you up, I won't oil you up for letting me do that. Letting Even the school leader in my time was selected because she was a teacher's pet, and there was no voting, there was no election, it was just okay, she's the teacher's pet, she'll just praise you all around, then people will elect you as the school leader for that year. Then I was really ashamed of how that worked, but at the end of the day, school leader was for only 1 year and in that school, but college queen is known to the whole Odisha, so there's a difference.
Definitely.
Back in Dhenkanal, where I stay, there are other schools where actually the student management committee's leaders are from 12th and assistant leaders are from 11th. That's because we are the senior most batch.
Of course.
So it's always the senior most batch who is able to handle the responsibilities, and then assistants should be from 11th. Some common problems because teachers are having inferiority, superiority complex and monopoly. They are thinking that if we do what we want, then they will be inferior to us. That's the point. And then monopoly, obviously, teachers' pets.
In my previous school, like 12thers were the one who used to represent the school.
It's
even
everywhere,
same.
actually.
Till now, it's the same. So recently you've had many shoots, like photo shoots. So what's your best experience and some funny experience as well? Awkward moments or something?
I had a photo shoot in the competition itself. It was a part of the competition.
Yeah.
So we had a photography round, and international photographer Vijay Agarwal was our photographer, and we had to choose the location ourselves, our dress ourselves. Only the makeup was going to be provided professionally.
Okay.
And the thing that happened was, the fun part was, so the makeup artists had a theme, a color eyeliner themes, blue, green, yellow, any color. But my dress was black, and the makeup I received was really smoky and dark. So you can't put on a green or blue eyeliner like that; it would look ridiculous. But
Silver eyeliners could
they
work.
didn't have it actually.
Acha.
They had those bright colors, green, red, yellow, those colors, because it was this. Almost all of them build a theme, beachy and colorful theme. But mine was very dark, and I was the only one. I was standing out actually, because my theme was the most different, and all of them were common. So the thing that happened was, there were 3 makeup artists. 2 of them insisted to put on any color eyeliner on my eyes, but the one who did my makeup absolutely denied. She denied that I won't apply any eyeliner on her because it will just ruin her look. So then all of the other contestants are watching, like, why is she supporting her? Then I was like, okay, bro, do anything, but don't make me look ugly, because there will be a photo shoot. I'll get those photos. I have to post them. I can't look ridiculous. I'll be trolled. And if I am in Odia, and Odia people are the worst
Trollers
trollers ever.
Very good at taunting.
Very good at taunting, because I have seen comments. The comments, you won't even understand half of the comments, but then they
So
are just
typical.
ridiculing you for whatever you're doing. Anything. You speak English, you're ridiculed. You speak Odia, you're ridiculed. For everything. So then they are the worst trollers, and I didn't want to get trolled by them. So then this happened, and that was one funny part, because she was continuously denying, and they were continuously forcing her to do. And then she told me, you sit here, once everyone is busy, just escape, just go. Don't let anyone see you. Then I just escaped. And then at the end also, they were discussing, why did you put a eyeliner on her? And then the thing was very funny to watch actually, because she was like, I won't. I did her makeup. I did want her to look like a ridiculous person. You know, I would have looked like very funny. You have all black, and then you have a red or green eyeliner on. How would that even?
Exactly.
So then.
Urfi Javed light.
Yeah. So then that was the funny part, and then the best part was that you get to choose your location yourself, and then the resort we were staying in was in the middle of the jungle.
Okay.
So we had wild animals all around, but that was not safe. But then again, safe at the same.
The show was affording all of it.
Yeah, the show was affording all of it, and I was really surprised, because it was a lot of budget that went into that, but we didn't pay a single penny for any of the arrangements they made. It was all our clothes and stuff. It was our personal items that we paid for, because we purchased it, but nothing for the competition. It was all free. All the grooming we received, all the photo shoots, everything was free of cost. So then the best part was, I'm also a newbie, I am an amateur. So then the photographer was helping me a lot. Even all of the contestants, he was letting us know that how we look, so that we pose correctly and our photos come out really nice. And when I saw the photos, I was surprised myself, because that black gown was hugging my curves a lot, and I was looking really good. Then another fun thing happened, that everyone called me a maggot, because I was looking a legit maggot. Everybody, whoever saw me, said that, are you casted in Ekta Kapoor's next season of Nagin? Is this a promo shoot? Those were the jokes made.
Yeah,
Everybody else is looking like, okay, mermaid, okay, summer vibes, sports vibes, beach vibes, and then there is you, who is a whole Nagin.
So the
in the
photos
middle of
you've
all-
posted like
Yeah.
with a serious look on
Yeah,
rock
exactly.
and tree.
Everyone was like, oh, everyone came to the beach and you went to the jungle because you were a dragon. So there were ridiculous jokes all around. That was fun, but I liked how I looked and I stood out. So yeah, that was
Of
the
course,
best part
you were
as well
looking
as the funny
beautiful.
part.
So, okay, 3 things that a model won't tell you.
3 things that that a model won't tell you. Okay. I am not a professional model yet, so I don't know what happens exactly on professional sets. But there's a thing that every human on earth has skin problems.
Okay.
It's all the filters that you see on social media.
right.
And a lot of models won't tell you that because, of course, the social media influencers are also models only. They put on hell lot of makeup and hell lot of filters. Even if when you see that no makeup look, it also has makeup.
Of course.
And those group get ready with me. They wake up from the bed looking angelic as hell. Nothing like that happens.
They just
Everybody-
get up, put on some makeup, then.
then again sleep, then again do it. They do that. Nobody looks like a angel whenever they wake up. I
Apsara.
look like a beer actually.
No, this is a lie.
I do.
Please stop
I
lying.
look so-
Be honest.
I am honest. I look really messed up. My hair is. I can't even explain how I look like.
I know you're lying,
at
but
home,
okay.
I look like a homeless person, but when I am not at home, I don't look like a homeless person. So it depends. The same person can look homeless. And
In my life, looking homeless is a constant.
it's a constant in everyone's life. Everybody looks like a homeless person. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks hot. So there are these are phases actually. When you are at home, you will look homeless. But when you are not at home, you won't look homeless.
No, I face the opposite of this thing. Like while going to sleep, my hairs are like this, that. I'm like, oh my
And
god.
when you're about to wash your hair, you look at the mirror, you will have the most gorgeous hairstyle ever.
Right.
Okay.
Even while like
When
going
you're
to sleep,
out, you'll have greasy hair out of
greasy
nowhere.
hair, my hair will be like this, and
This happens. And the most daring thing I did, I have gone out looking homeless in pajamas in that greasy
Same.
hairstyle. I roam around everywhere in that, and nobody knows that. Okay, she is college queen. Okay, you shouldn't know that because I have to actually get ready whenever I go out. I have got ready today because I have an event to attend.
yeah.
Otherwise, I don't get ready at all. I don't put makeup. I just go with that messy bun, pajamas on. You see me, I see you. You forget, I forget. That's the concept.
And even these days, I go to school by applying like oiling. It's very normal. Sometimes I feel bad when I look at pretty girls like Debolin Baral, but then I'm like, okay, fine, she, I'm me. That's okay. So even nowadays, I go to school by oiling and stuff.
That's absolutely fine. These are not American high school standards because there is where the most bullying happens.
Of course. So yeah, coming back to 15 rapid fire questions. So we'll gain points. Okay. And the last 2 questions, you have to be like dead honest.
Yeah.
ठीक है? उसमें 2 पॉइंट मिलेंगे.
Okay.
If you lose, I gain 2 points. और ठीक है. So last person who made you cry. 1.
Mama.
कुछ नहीं बोल सकते. Okay. So what do you do when no one's around? 1.
Dance.
Okay. So celebrity you'd want to be your boyfriend. 1.
कीमते हो.
मेरा है.
ठीक है पर सपने तो मेरे हैं.
Okay. So what did you dream about last time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lose.
Okay.
1 point मेरा.
3 point.
Okay. So हाँ, next question क्या था? What age you started dating? 1, 2,
Haven't
3,
yet.
4.
Sannyas.
Same.
I had worst experiences actually, so don't.
Kim Taeyong Jindabad.
Yes. हाँ जो भी शराब भी चलेगा.
It's good. Okay, so ever regretted? Oh, sorry, you haven't dated.
हाँ पर पूछ ले imaginary.
Okay, have you regretted dating anyone?
Imaginary और मैं किया है.
मैंने भी किया है imaginary.
Real life में नहीं किया.
Okay, what keeps you up all night? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nothing keeps me up all night. I sleep a lot. I don't have insomnia actually.
5 seconds के बाद reply किया. 2 points.
Nothing keeps me up all night. Even if it's my imaginary boyfriend, he can't. I will sleep because I love sleeping.
Same. Okay, good. So, what do you love about yourself? 1,
I love everything about myself. There's no
hate. Anything like insecurity? Okay. So, Vampire Diaries or Twilight?
watched man.
Okay. So, 5 celebrity couple. 5.
None actually. I don't follow celebrity couple things.
Okay. Go to dance move. You need to show on the screen. Anything. 1, 2, 3.
यही तो है. यही तो करता.
Okay. Complete the sentence. Katrina and Siddharth are
Not dating.
Okay. Rumor you'd love to start about yourself.
That I am dating Rohit Sharaf.
3 points मेरा. 5 सेकंड के बाद आंसर किया.
This is slowly ना मैं तो शुरू तो कर दिया था. आधा.
नहीं.
Okay, ले ले point.
हाँ. Okay. Last 2 questions. 2 points. Secret nobody knows about you. Be honest. I'll give you enough time.
I hate someone, and it's a junior only. It's a few batch, and I hate that person a lot. And it's a secret because everyone knows that I don't hate anyone because I believe
Girl
that
or a boy?
it's a boy.
Okay.
I hate him with all my life. Everything. I hate him with everything.
Okay. Most embarrassing memory.
Most embarrassing.
Oh, sorry. I'll give you time. Most embarrassing. It like इतना embarrassing होना चाहिए कि मेरे को second hand embarrassment हो, वरना point नहीं मिलेगा.
सोचना पड़ेगा इसके लिए तो.
Okay, you have enough time.
मतलब मैं बहुत messed up इंसान हूँ मैं. I have a lot of embarrassing moments.
मेरे तो हर दिन कुछ
नहीं सब कुछ my existence
हर
itself
दिन
is embarrassing.
Exactly. रात में सोते समय को याद आता है ना, सोचते खुद को ऐसे गड्ढे में खोद.
हाँ वैसे ही कुछ तो है. स्कूल का ही कुछ है. Actually, the most embarrassing thing was the person I hate the most. उसके साथ जो memories है ना वही सब मेरा embarrassing है सबसे. The person I hate, I said that ना, I hate a junior. So उसके साथ जो memories है मेरा वही सब मेरे लिए most embarrassing है because when I think about it, it gives me second hand embarrassment कि मैंने इसके साथ ये वाली memories बनाई.
मेरे को second hand embarrassment नहीं हुआ, लेकिन tell something which is embarrassing.
So
Okay, I'll give you a bonus question,
okay.
but I need to think about it.
Bonus question.
Guilty pleasure moment. One of your guilty pleasure moment.
Guilty pleasure. मेरा guilty pleasure है I love drinking thumbs up and I'm not allowed to because मेरे को सर्दी होता रहता है. But then mom is not there. मैं अपने नानू को कॉल करती हूँ लेके आओ.
But your mom is sitting there
She
right
knows.
now.
She knows but she doesn't know because she doesn't see it. So अभी
बाद में फिर अच्छा ठीक है पी ली और क्या बोलो.
बोल दी उसको बोल दूँगी ऐसे ही बोल दिया. So then I get saved. So he comes, he gets me 2 cans of thumbs up. I drink it, I throw it. और मेरे भाई ने thumbs up cans का collection बना रखा है. So I just so उसके ना cans का वो जो opener होता है वो निकाल
वो
के
थाईलैंड वाली मॉडल का जो बना था ड्रेस.
वो जो cans में जो opening part होता है. Then I just wash the can, then I open it, then I keep it where all the cans are there, and she doesn't know. Then I drink and I get saved. So that's my guilty pleasure.
So that will be it for today, guys. It was like great talking to you. And आज तो
I hope you had fun.
of course bitching करने में बहुत मजा आता है. Okay, so thank you so much.
मेरी मम्मा ने बोला है कि देव से कुछ नहीं हुआ तो स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी कर लेते मैंने बोला कि देव से नहीं
Definitely, I'll join you.
आई एम नॉट दैट लेवल ऑफ अ कॉमेडियन
नहीं, I'll join
बट
you.
अगर मेरे एग्जिस्टेंस के लिए एक्सिस्टेंस के लिए अगर पॉइंट्स मिलता है उस चीज़
Okay, so thank you so much for today. और हो गया, बंद करो यार. हाँ?
This is going to be the most funniest episode.
Of course यार, स्कूल में तो वायरल हो जाएगा. So it was really fun talking like chatting with Bee after so long time. We had a good laugh, and I hope our teachers don't see this video and the bitching we did. But okay, thank you for listening.